All right, welcome back. Welcome back. I am your lawman. And this is a part two of a video that I did earlier. And it's just leaving some words of wisdom as I retire my um, police and sheriff uniform and move on into something else. But welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. Remember, subscribe. I like to see you subscribe to my channel. I like more if you subscribe and interact with me. Hit the like or the dislike button. You know, I got tough skin. It helps this video go out. But on the last video, I was just leaving tips, and we was talking about snakes and dogs. And my advice was to beat a dog. Um, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to 1996 when I first got certified. And some of this stuff is gonna be hitting on some of the worst supervision and supervisor that I ever had. And like I said in the first video, and if you haven't watched the first video, please go back and watch the first video. I started out in Deep South. I was some say naive to what's going on, and I went to police academy with 4 other guys, and they were our cousins. And I got back to the department. First of all, before we even went, I think I got hired as a police officer for that city, maybe November, early December, and we went out to the range and we were shooting, trying to get to where we could qualify, because most people have problems shooting and qualifying, and they get sent back home. Okay, of course, the other guys, they were vivid hunters and stuff, and they hunted, and they didn't have no problem with the firearm. But I got there, man, and I mean, I could not shoot. I mean, and it was so frustrating to me. I must have spent maybe 500 rounds of bullets and didn't get over probably 225 on my score. No, I didn't even get that high. I think I got like maybe 185, 200, something like that. And I look back now, I'm like, those guys were laughing at me, and the instructor who was going out there with me, he wasn't really instructing me to. It's like I look back now, and it was planned. They were planning on me failing. They were planning on me failing. Now, I went to school with a couple of these guys. One of these guys, we were classmates. Who was hired with me, and like I said, he was our cousins, and they didn't have any problems. But they all used to get together, and I wonder what they laughing about. They laughing, but there was really no instruction on given to me how to qualify. Then they spread rumors and started spreading stuff that Lawman gonna flunk out because he can't shoot. Lawman gonna be out there in the first week or two, because they put the firearm in police academy high up, so they won't waste your time. So you won't be there for. Back then it was 9 weeks. Yeah, I'm telling my age. It was 9 weeks back then, but I think it's doubled now. And you be there for 8 weeks, and then you fail out because you can't shoot. So they used to put it within the first couple of weeks. But those guys were laughing at me. And they were sneaking. And then people coming back who knew me say, "Bruce, man, you can't shoot. They're saying you gonna flunk out." And that thing, man, I was worried. I mean, I was truly worried. And like I said, I didn't realize that they were plotting on me, though. Like Major Plain said, "You plotting on me, boy? You plotting on me?" But I didn't realize they was plotting on me. And then, you have to ask yourself, why? What did I do to them? But That's what I dealt with back in the early days, down south, where I was a minority down in this county. I dealt with it. And if any of you rascals see this right here, you can't be mad at the truth. And you can come see me today because I'm going to stand on my word. Everybody know me. I got integrity. I am not going to lie on you. And I got tact. I'm not going to say anything that's spread no rumors on you. I'm not going to talk about, and spread bad stuff about my bosses and all this. I never believed in that. I never believed in it. But at the same time, man, when you just trying to do something to harm somebody for no reason. But, and I look back as I get older, it says, Yeshua, Jesus said, if the world hated me, they will hate you too. And that's what it all boils down to for the people who know. If you know, you know. But anyway, man, so eventually we went to mandate. And I was losing sleep. And that's why I try not to worry about nothing too much now. I was losing sleep because I was like, man, I was getting anxiety. I couldn't sleep. So that first week we took Georgia law, which is a lot of stuff to learn. And so I was falling asleep in class. Yeah, the lawman was falling asleep. Now those same 3 cousins who went up with me, instead of trying to wake me up and all of this, they laughing, spreading rumors, and sending stuff back home. So Lawman gonna flunk out because he go to sleep in class. And little did they know that Lawman has always been a good test taker. Lawman could read over stuff one time. Now, okay, don't get it twisted. Don't think just because I talk this way, and maybe you might think I look slow. But you know what? Looks are deceiving. And everybody talks this way from where I'm from. Actually, I probably talk proper. I've been accused of talking proper when I went back home. So, so get that out of your mind. These guys attempted to sabotage the lawman. And you ask yourself, for what reason? Now, let's look at this. Was in 96 now, so this has been 30 years ago. And I don't think none of them guys are still around in law enforcement now. None of them. The ones who went to school with me, they are not around no more. And so I got there, and that first week I scored a 95 on the test, and they were in the low 80s. Oh, that hurt they heart. Lawman hurt the heart, y'all. That hurt they heart. And then I got out there to the range that second week, and man, I went to shooting, and I was shooting. Now the qualifying score back then, you had to shoot a 240 out of 300, and I was shooting 185, 160, and this one particular instructor came, and he said, "Okay, let me watch you shoot." Now he did what the other cat should have did, who was part of the thing to try to destroy Lawman. But you see, when God is on your side, I don't care. Man, when God is on your side, I don't care what weapon form. And they gonna form. And the thing about it, you can't just lose it. You have to stay composed, especially when you know who you are and how God feel about you. And this guy, he saw me shoot one time. And he said, "I see what you're doing." He said, every time first of all, you jerking the trigger. Now that was something that they should have told me before I got that. They said, then every time you shoot, you look over the barrel and see if you hit it, and then you have to get back on target, and then you're rushing your shots. He was like, don't even look over that barrel and just squeeze that trigger. Now, that was like the second time that I had shot. That third time after I listened to him, guess what, y'all? I shot a 289. 11 points for being perfect. And those other guys couldn't believe it. And guess what? I not only left Police Academy with the highest out of that, the three people that was with me, I had the highest academic average, which was 93, and they was like in the low 80s. I had the highest shooting grade, was like in the 90, 91. Man, look at God. Look at. You know what? So that's why I tell you. I don't know. I don't know why these guys make you an enemy of theirs. But you know what? They can put roadblocks in your way, but they can't stop you. You might have to go back and regroup. And I've had to regroup over this long career. I've had to regroup. But I will tell you that some of the most serious and major problems that I've had has been my own fault. It's been on Lawman. It's been my fault. And I take responsibility for that. But that stuff right there wasn't my fault. And then I finally make it out of the academy. I get back home excited to do the job. They put me with a cousin for my first phase FTO. Older cousin. I'm writing these incident reports and miscellaneous reports. And he is signing off on these reports, but they're going back laughing at these reports. Wait a minute. You don't supposed to sign off as an FTO corporal, so you don't supposed to sign off on reports. So they were trying to make me look dumb then. And then he recommended that I couldn't do the job. Wait a minute. My English and literature teacher recommended me in school that I should write. English was always my highest grade. I know I don't talk. I know I don't talk like it, so y'all just chill out. Y'all let me alone. Let me alone. Maybe I don't talk it. But in literature and history, man, I used to almost flunk art because I used to skip art to take a long lunch. Of course, PE was up there. So, and you telling me that I can't write a basic report? But I'm like, this is what he's telling me, and he's signing off on it. So they put me with another a guy, and this was a brother, and he's in the spiritual realm now, and I hope that he's resting in peace. And within a week, my stuff was jam up. It was jam up. Jam up. You just show me how to do it. So I had a lot of roadblocks. I had a lot of people who didn't want to see me succeed. And I'm gonna end this video because I know you guys got stuff to do, and I'm gonna make a part 3. But guess what? Now I told you all of that about all of that bad supervision and all of that stuff, but they weren't even my worst. You know, it wasn't the guys that possible could have wore sheets over their head. It wasn't them. It's some brother who's been I got a list of the top 3 worst supervisors I ever had. Y'all gonna have to stay tuned for that though. Stay tuned. I'm gonna come back with part 3. Remember, you can reach me at axthelawman.com if you have any questions. And please subscribe to my channel, like my channel, and recommend my channel. If you have any questions, feel free, because guess what? I am your lawman, and I love you. Peace.